Yeah.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ace match, the last match of the Kaspersky HeRoMaRinE Arena €1,000 prize pool up for grabs. Currently, these players are playing for €400 in this set. HeRoMaRinE already with 600 in his pocket, playing so many games today against so many players and so many races. This is the end of the line, though, guys. This is the last match, the last set. Will HeRoMaRinE walk away with €1,000, or will he walk away with only 600? Either way, I think he's going to be okay. But getting right into the introduction, spawning here in the top left corner of the map, playing for Mouz and spawning red, it is the Terran. You know him, guys. Give it up. It's HeRoMaRinE.
And you know his opponent as well, playing for Team Liquid in the bottom right. It's the Blue Zerg player, TLO.
Yeah,
yeah,
I can't
only
believe.
600. Yeah.
I mean, you guys have to consider, it's not just that TLO is tying this series up. He came back from a 2-0 deficit, almost being knocked out in a 3-0 series that I think no one would have seen coming. But if anything, these last two games have taught us is that aggression works well against HeRoMaRinE. Can TLO continue? Is the big question.
Yeah. Can for example HeRoMaRinE play a lot more safer and anticipate aggression from TLO? But who knows? TLO is just gonna play super standard macro this game, so it's gonna have to scatter as well. Because it all comes down to this, of course. I mean, €400 for one last game. Big stakes.
Big stakes indeed. I mean, this is no small amount of cash. Again, this is euros, not dollars, guys. I mean, like, I think the euro is like $2.50 to $1 or something absurd like that. I mean, it's a nice conversion. It's a healthy conversion.
It's a 1.4.
1.4. Okay, 1.5 then. Whatever. My bad. Still, a lot more than $1. Yeah, HeRoMaRinE, I don't know, he's been going with these tried and tested true builds, and he's been going for the same builds every game. We haven't really seen him go for a crazy tech swap. We saw him play mech in one single game, but I don't feel mech is viable versus Zerg right now. Or rather, not that it's not viable, but it's not the best choice. Because as soon as Vipers get on the field, all of your siege tanks are worthless.
Yeah. But don't you think, like, aren't the Vipers actually psionic units? Like, aren't they like vulnerable for like snipe, for example?
They are psionic, but I mean, who incorporates ghosts with a mech army? I mean,
they do it against Protoss.
yeah, but I mean, like, it's such an expensive transition to make, and you're spending so much minerals on not only. I mean, the Hellbats are nice; they're actually probably the most cost-effective thing you have as a mech player. But you know, so much gas gets devoted to not only tanks but Thors and whatever else you need to have in that composition. You're not gonna have the money to have those ghosts out in the field,
or not a lot at least. Yeah, so
it's almost easier to get the Vikings out. They don't do the extra damage, but you don't have to worry about microing them either.
A slight change up in HeRoMaRinE's opener.
Double gas.
Double gas straight away.
I'm hoping, with my fingers crossed, this is not going to be for Hellbat drops. And I say this because there's not a single Zerg player I know of, other than TLO, well, better than TLO, I should say, at holding off drops.
Yeah, that's true. He's really, really good at it. I mean, also it's mainly why he's so good at it is mainly because of the spread of his overlords. Like, he knows where to put them exactly and responds correctly.
Well, not only that, but TL is one of the few and the rare and the good Zerg players who they'll pick defenses. They're like, oh, I sense a drop coming, I smell Hellbats, Spinecrawler, instantly down. Whereas a lot of other players, they'll try and rely on any other means necessary, but that's never usually the case. Does not often work, but as we see here, between the two watchtowers and this Overlord spread, TLO really nicely ascertaining some map control.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the big question is whether the armory comes down after this, or if we'll just see some Hellion production. Either way, for that double gas to be up, I imagine we'll see a starport follow this up. Maybe even Blue Flame. I would actually love to see Blue Flame, but no, there's the starport. And the armory. So it is.
The armory.
Oh, this is not going to be good, I feel, because if TLO catches wind of this, right, he's going to shut this down. I've seen players try and Hellbat drop TLO, and I've seen players absolutely lose because it doesn't work.
Yeah, but look, the Overlord isn't allowed in the base, the Marine is on patrol on the edge, and I don't think you'll be able to see this.
TLO,
unless he flies up from the top.
I imagine we'll see Pneumatized Carapace out of him soon enough, but you're right, it might not be soon enough as the armory's completing. And the thing about the Hellbat drop is, it's effective in its secrecy, and that's absolutely what HeRoMaRinE has been managing to contain. cleaning up even the scouting Zerglings around the map. I mean, you'll see the medevac coming, and most players will think like, okay, Hellions, maybe Widowmines, probably Marines. Hellbats are more of a TVT strategy, so a lot of Zerg players don't expect them, but TLO, hopefully doesn't get caught off guard by this.
And also very smart with the Hellions, with the 2 Hellions he just made, he was basically clearing the path he will fly his medevac with.
Oh man, this Hellion actually getting quite a few kills. A lot of scouting information, but no workers kills. And I mean, who cares about losing Zerglings? Not really a big deal. But again, in the ace match, you gotta be careful about everything. And here we go. Hellbat drop is on the way out of the base.
Oh, but it's the Zergling.
Well, the Zergling sees the drop, but he doesn't know what's in it, is the thing. So how does TLO react? Well, yeah, there we go. This is what I'm talking about. Right here, guys. Instantly, static defense coming down out of TLO. He does this anytime he sees drops coming. Now, while this isn't a spine, a Queen and the Spore will kill the medevac. And the strength in the Hellbats is the fact that they get healed. You know, once that healing effect is gone, it's kind of like whatever. But Zerglings...
It was such a money Zergling, though.
Look at this.
Here comes the Hellbat drop, and look, he's so ready for this.
He's ready for it. Spore Caller coming down. He's going to see the Hellbats, though. It's kind of like, surprise! Not what I wanted to see, but he does clean this up immediately. Look at this, very nicely done here by TLO. And I told you guys, once he saw that drop coming, he's not going to be caught by it.
Yeah, very nice play.
Yeah, even a spine coming down at the third, I mean, really just playing it safe, playing it cool, because another medevac is coming around this position on the map.
We're going to see mech.
Oh man, medevac going to be dropped here, but the spine is down. He's going to fry some drones, there's no question about it, but yeah, the spine throttle will help clean this up. Where's that meat medevac?
How much did he kill? 3? Yeah.
3, not a big deal, but the Spore Crawler here going to chase this off. Queen's going to, not quite finish off the medevac. It's going to be very low.
Very unfortunate.
But look at the factors. We've got a mech follow-up to this. This is quite interesting to me because I don't think mech's going to work. I just really don't, Nova.
I don't know, actually. Yeah. I'm curious. I like it that he's switching it up, though.
I feel if he went mech and he caused damage with the Hellbat drops, I can see HeRoMaRinE taking this game. But it's the fact that they were shut down so quickly. Look at this. We've got Ventral Sacks on the way. Roaches. We're going to see a good old classic Roach drop at some point this game.
Yeah, and he basically started all of that right after he scouted the base with the Overseer, and he knows what's up.
This is actually, I really like this. We don't see a lot of Roach drops. We don't see a lot of drops utilized by Zerg in general. Actually, one of my favorite games, guys, on our YouTube channel, give me a shout out, youtube.com/MapControlCo. Go check out one of the games cast by myself. I did HeRoMaRinE versus Happy Zerg. Dude, he lifted Ultras, Zerglings, Roaches, everything. He was hitting mains like he was a Terran player, dropping and picking up, dropping and losing units. It was pretty cool to watch. But Roaches are quite effective in this matchup.
Yeah, we'll see how this drop play will work out for him. Ventral Sax is going to finish up right now. And yeah, I don't know. He has the Thors, Hellbats, a couple of tanks out. As you said earlier, Hellbats do quite well against the Roaches, dude.
That's only if the Roaches decide to sit there and fight, though. All TLO has to do is like the slightest amount of micro. Like the smallest amount of micro to get around that. We've also got Banelings with us too, and oh my god, Banelings dropped on top of the Hellbats. Do you know how good that's going to be? Oh my god, awesome. TLO, you freaking genius.
And it's actually just the... Never mind.
Yeah, the Roach is coming too. This is going to be magnificent. Because the army composition is not big, but oh no, we got 4 of these Hellbats moving out, and he's going to need every single one of them. And I mean, the static defenses that TLO has in place, he's going to lose some drones. There's no question about it, but not enough to make him care. As look at him pushing across the map. Yeah. There's no anti-air to deal with these overlords. A couple turrets, 1 Thor, and oh, that poor Zergling.
That's poor Zergling.
Guys.
Here we go. Turret is in position.
Actually, one of the overlords being taken out right away. A little unfortunate, but here come the Banelings and the Roaches raining hell on top of the army of HeRoMaRinE.
He doesn't look too bad for HeRoMaRinE, to be honest.
No, the tank spread is actually quite beautiful. He's going to lose a few more units. Banelings coming in on top of the tanks too, but I mean, all that's left is a Thor and a bunker. We got Zerglings piling in.
Oh, but the bunker falls.
And now there's a hole. Zergling's going to try and get in on this Thor. If he takes out the Thor, he'll be in a really nice position to continue molesting the tanks. Look at that pickup by HeRoMaRinE. Some beautiful micro, some great control. And the Overlords do need to actually get out of there. But the Roaches continue to push forward. Tanks can go down. No, actually another great pickup. But the Thor, oh my god, again, just barely doesn't go down. But the damage has been done.
Thor is all he has left for now.
But the Hellbats
fighting is never a good thing.
The Hellbats at home have picked off quite a few workers, actually not too many, surprisingly. TLO just continuing to rally forward here with a ton of roaches, going to take down these rocks, but busting that army there. I can't believe the Thor's still alive. That is
but look
huge.
at the roaches battering down on the rocks at the third.
Yeah.
It's not gonna stop.
Hellbats, though, cleaning up the natural. Again, not netting too many kills, but forcing the mining away. TLO with 4 bases, I don't think really cares at this point, though.
Yeah, TLO wasn't attacking the rocks for a minute. If you remember, in the last patch, you have to A-click the rocks.
Yeah, that's a little annoying, but
here.
But that's it. That's only 2 tanks. A Thor, too many roaches. The SCVs won't even be able to keep up in repairs. I feel Thor goes down immediately. SCVs being pulled. There's nothing left on the field here for HeRoMaRinE. 3 Thors are about to pop. 3 Hellbats on the way. But all of these SCVs being absolutely massacred.
3 Thors are over here.
That's
are
what.
just coming out of the factories, and are
roaches
they
are
race for a Terran player?
No, I don't think so. There's just too many roaches. I feel at this point.
It's too much Zerg.
The Vikings even being landed. One single Thor.
Hope. He's gonna hold, but look at the minimap. There's so much more stuff coming from TLO, and
yeah, here we're gonna continue to push up here. Supply depot's even taking some fire. I mean, this is not looking good. We see at the top right here, almost no workers on the field for either player, but man, has HeRoMaRinE lost so many workers in this game. 36 have fallen. Gonna get these mules as well, and TLO is a beast.
Matters right now, and it's gonna be hard for HeRoMaRinE to stabilize in this situation when TLO will keep up this aggression for sure.
Starport coming down. Actually, this is a good choice for those who are like, why is he doing this? This is going to limit the surface area where these roaches can funnel in at, buy himself as much choke space as he can. Hellbat's going to do the damage that they can.
Perhaps the Hellbat can do some magic, but
yeah, look at that. He's
nice
absolutely.
The
oh, but the tank still falls. Hellbats live.
Oh yeah, there's 2 tanks on the high ground which cover that choke pretty nicely.
Yeah, he pushes us off for the time being, but look at TLO's base. He's got a greater Spire on the way. I know our chat is crying out for Mutalist, but you know what's one step better than Mutalist? It's a ton of Broodlords, folks.
Yeah, and it doesn't. After the economy damage he just did, it makes total sense.
Alright, well, Hellbat's going to be dropped here at the 4th base location once again.
Oh,
look at though, instant pull though. Instantly
Mining
pulled off.
Shut down.
Yeah, but he's not losing the drones is the big thing. Because,
yeah,
I mean, who cares? Okay, he stopped mining for a second or 2. I've got 4 bases. This would be a lot different if TLO was on a really low econ situation, but gonna come down here and find himself. Oh, that's right, there's still these static defenses. Can't afford to lose his
are ready to
medevacs.
snipe the Hellbats. There's not that much he can do about it.
Oh, he does lose a medevac as well. And HeRoMaRinE, he's making the right moves at this situation, but again, this is why I don't feel mech really works versus Zerg right now. Forget roaches, forget vipers. He's just being overwhelmed. It takes so long to replace units you've lost. Like, if you're at a 200 mech army, yeah, you've probably got a pretty good chance of wiping out the Zerg player. But in that, like, you know, that 5-minute gap where you're between 100 and 200 and trying to get there, TLO hitting, you can consider that a timing as far as, like, the tech choice, the unit composition of our Terran player. But Broodlord's now being morphed in. There are some Vikings on the field, but here's the thing, guys. Here's what's funny about this. Thors, they've got that new attack mode. It makes them do concentrated damage, 28 to air. And the Thors can actually deal with the Broodlords so long as there's enough Hellbats to clean up the Broodlings before they can do damage. So this is actually...
The Thors can clean up the Broodlords, without any like other support, but...
Massive range on them.
But the Broodlings, together with the roach damage...
No, not with these Hellbats. Look
tough.
Not at all. Look at the Hellbats he has on the field. There's so many. And as we already know, Hellbats do more damage than roaches. They're going to clean up the Broodlings. The Broodlings are going to get like a hit off, if anything. The only way this fails is if HeRoMaRinE abandons his Thors. If he leaves them in the back and has no support from these Hellbats, he's going to lose this fight. Otherwise, I think he actually wins this fight. I don't know about the game. I'm just saying this upcoming fight.
TLO has a couple of queens there to support against Vikings, but I don't think he was expecting this many.
And look at that, already transforming the Thors. So we're going to see the high payload cannons already start shredding away. One of the Corruptors falls immediately. And TLO, I mean, he's got spine crawlers, spore crawlers rather coming up here, but pushing forward.
Vikings and.
But no, this is what I'm talking about. He's left all of his Thors alone, so they're actually taking a lot of damage, a lot of heat. He's got to have the Hellbats buffering for them.
The Hellbats are dwindling, and I don't know. It's close, but is there too many Vikings, you think?
Yeah, he's going to push this off, no problem. The Thor's still standing. There's more than enough of them. There's Hellbats there as well. And he's going to just counter-push with this. And what does TLO have? Well, he's going to remax on Zerglings, but Zerglings don't do well against Hellbats, as we've learned here today. And we see some awkward stutter stepping from the Broodlord. It's not a bad choice out of TLO, but he's finding himself in so much trouble right now, guys. Look at this. HeRoMaRinE somehow pushing back against this. GG! HeRoMaRinE, holy hell, gonna walk away with
Wow.
1,000 euros.
That's like the third time he comes back from like being behind quite a lot.
From freaking Oblivion.
So sick.